Hello friends, hope you're doing well. So this is actually the second time I recorded this video because I'm recording this using OBS. But so it's weird, is the headphones are plugged into the microphone, and when that happens, if I talk into the microphone, I get it in the headphones. But because I didn't have the microphone on in OBS, it just didn't record any sound. So we're doing this again. Anyway, it is 12:34 in the morning on November 1st, and it is time for another update of my stupid arbitrary goals. If you're new here, I make stupid arbitrary goals every year. I've settled on 10 of them for this year, and I make monthly updates. So here we go. Currently we are at 55.31% completion, which puts us 28.29% behind, with 83% of the year finished. But if we go over to the progress chart, you can see that I am ahead of my current average by about 4%, about a month ahead. And my average completion rate is just below 60%. We can see the last couple years we have data for here. With the average, the last couple years, which is what I have monthly data for, it's just the last two. But I've been doing this for like 10 years. So I think 76.84 is my all-time high. You can see things were going great for me right before the pandemic hit, so that's awesome. And I just have not quite recovered. Anyway, this year, I set some what I thought were pretty challenging goals, and I'm doing better than I thought I would be. So I'm pretty happy with that. I set some little minor goals here. If I get to this number, I'm gonna allow myself to buy Space Marine 2. And if I get to this other number, which you can't see because it's hidden by my big dumb face, I'm gonna buy Steam Deck. So, but basically, if I can beat this average number over here of 67.61, so I'm 12.30% away. But let's look at where we are for the end of October here. We are ahead of schedule on our experiences and adventures, and we are ahead of schedule on photos by quite a bit. And that is something that has been recurring the last couple months. If we look over the progress chart, the photo goal went from 55 to 64 to 77 to 90. I've been working a lot the last couple months, which is why the rest of the goals have been getting a little neglected. But also, like, I just can't get motivated to really do this kettlebell goal. It's not been a good goal for me. But I want to do it. My brain wants to do it. My body's just like I can't just something. I don't know. My brain's just not working. The motivation to do the kettlebells. Anyway, I also haven't been making videos, but I do really want to make videos. And once my busy season for photos, which is quickly wrapping up, I shot so many shoots in October and September that I was just like, whew. But I'm trying to focus really hard on staying up, not burning out. Once this is over, I'm gonna go hard into YouTube, so I think that's doable. But let's look at the jumps. September to October. So this is the end of September. So we went up 1%. We went up 13, almost 14%. Went up 5.5%. 6%. Almost 10% there. It's pretty big. Only 4%. Barely. That's not even really worth noting. Up 6%. And only up 1%. Only up 1%. So looking at what I have left to do. I'm probably not going to ride like 2,000 miles in the next 2 months. 1,000 miles a month would be crazy. So that one's probably not happening. The hockey training goal, I realized pretty early in, I think it was like 2 or 3 months in, that I was like, it's not happening because it's structured so impossibly that, like, to get 1%, you need 5 hours of workout time. And it's like, realistically, if you worked out for an hour a day, you're only getting 1% a week. And it's like, I'm not even doing that. So, if I could get to 50% on this goal, I'd be pretty stoked about it. And so in that respect, I'm really not that far off. I could maybe do it. We'll see. The step goal, I think it's totally doable. I've been really slacking the last couple months. just because I've been not really working on doing the workouts, which is, you can see my workout pace for the workout goals is behind by 52%. So not great. I really want to finish strong this year though, so we're gonna really focus on that these next 2 months. Read 50 books. I finished 2 this last month, so not terrible. This one is doable. 18 books in 2 months. That's totally doable. Especially I do so many books on tape, and as soon as my busy season's over with photos, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time doing Warhammer stuff, which that one's not too far behind. But a lot of the hobby time, and I read a lot of books, do books on tape while I'm doing the hobby stuff. So gain up some ground there, especially if I can sit on the bike. Could really gain ground there. Finance goals, I'm a little further ahead than I thought I would be there because I paid off some debt, which is great. But can make more progress. This goal is actually 307, but this currently is video 308 because I already uploaded it, but then I looked at it and I was like, oh, it doesn't have any sound, so we're back again. But I'm feeling pretty good about this year compared to the last 2 years. I'm about a month ahead, so I'm feeling great. Feeling like I'm accomplishing stuff. These goals are all really difficult. So where I'm at, this 500 videos is something that's been kind of a white whale for a couple years, and it's at 192 left, which is really only like 3 videos a day. And I think it's totally doable, especially when you consider that I've got this ASMR channel, I've got a white noise channel, I've got a white noise / ASMR channel with my production company friends, and then I've got the Warhammer channel that I'm starting. That's 4 channels, and so I want to really just hone in on doing YouTube here when my busy season ends, and I want to give it a real go. So I think I can actually get that one done. And the photo goal I think is definitely getting done. Experiences, adventures, that one's definitely getting done. Yeah, I'm not sure. The rest of them a toss up. We might be able to get 1 or 2 more after that done. And I'm not sure Warhammer Time is a good candidate. This one is one of the higher ones, but it's so tough. Because I think if you look at the steps and active calories, you look at the pace, the current daily goal is 25,000 steps. But if I was doing 25,000 steps, I'm almost for sure getting that many calories, because that's like a half marathon a day. So I don't see that happening, but also it's both goals combined to one. So if I overdo this, that affects that, and it makes it all go, But if we look, actually we have a chart. So if we look at our chart here, we can kind of see the trend lines, they're downward. So we can, for the last 2 months, if we can perk those up and get more like this, because we were actually almost on par for the first half of the year. It wasn't until, but we'd have to be up here to be getting that, and up here, that doesn't seem likely. We'd have to do that every day, better than our best day. So I don't see that as happening, but you never know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling good about this year. Normally by this time I'm depressed about my progress, and I think I've just realized that I'm never gonna get 100%. If I get 100%, it's because I set the goals way too low, and so I'm a month ahead of the last 2 years, which for making goals even harder than they were the last 2 years, I'm feeling really good about that. So yeah, my end goal by the end of the year is to hit this 67% number, and if I could beat, that would be the last 2 years and this year. So if we can end up at 70%, I'll be really stoked. So that's what we're going after. That's only what, 15%. It's totally doable. 7.5% the next 2 months. Which, if we look up progress, we did that once this year, basically. So we can do that again 2 more times. That's it. Boom. Totally doable. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I got today. It's November. I hope you're doing well. And if not, set some goals. we've got 2 months till the new year, and I'm starting to think about my goals for next year. I'll probably make a video here like about setting goals, and we'll look at some of my old goals and goals I think that were good for me, and yeah, go from there. Anyway,